some interesting fun facts about insects because most people don't think about insects as often as I do, and so might not know this. First off, insects are animals. They tend to get grouped in with not animals by lots of people because they're pretty far from vertebrates, which is what we are, which is what like cats and dogs are, and they're very different from us, so lots of people don't make the connection that insects are animals. Same thing with spiders, but we're talking about insects. Second, insects have, while it's not technically blood, it is analogous to blood and fills the same function, it is called hemolymph. So while not being exactly blood, it serves the same function of transporting oxygen and nutrients, it just doesn't have the red blood cells that we have. Third, insects have nerves and muscles. They have a nervous system, they have a muscular system, they have a brain and everything, so they can feel pain, they move, well, obviously they move. But they do have muscles. They have muscle tissue, muscle fiber. It's a lot simpler than what we have as vertebrates, but it is still there. Same thing with the nervous system. Insects do have a decently well-developed nervous system, so can respond to stimulus as well as feel pain and all of that. Third, they do eat and have a full digestive and excretory system, which means they also produce waste. So insects shit. That's just something that occasionally people are surprised about. Again, linking back to the nervous system and all that, they have, in most cases, very well developed eyes and can see, most of the time, depends on the species, but often better than humans can. This one I personally just thought was interesting. Insects can't actually move their head, like they can't rotate it around, with the one exception being praying mantises. They also don't have skeletons like we have. Their skeleton is on the outside, and it is not made of calcium, it's made of a different tough protein called chitin. They also have epithelium cells, so not the exact same as human and mammal, vertebrate, whatever epithelium, which, if you don't know, is skin cells. They do have epithelium, it's just underneath the exoskeleton, so you don't really see it. But they still do have epithelium, they have some sort of, it's not exactly skin, but it's skin enough. And again, with that, they have muscles, ligaments, connective tissue, all of that. Finally, they are very, very important in pretty much everything. Pretty much anything you can think of has at least a couple links to insects. It might take a few degrees of separation, but most things have at least some, even vague link to insects. And they're also very cool, and I like them a lot.